Hello, everyone.
Oh,
This is a bit different, but welcome to today's podcast.
which is called,
Don't know.
let's just say, Cast with No Name.
Let's just say the podcast that probably
Won't
it'll
last.
have a name. You look at the title of this podcast, it will probably have a name. It probably won't last. It's probably the first and only one we'll ever do. But this podcast is all about the world of wrestling
And stuff.
and stuff. Probably just what we talk about. We're going to have a main topic, which today is this past week, because it's been a hectic one in the world of wrestling. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Let's start talking.
The first thing I want to talk about is WWE have recently changed the location of WrestleMania 41.
London. Woohoo!
Nope.
Nope.
Las Vegas.
Oh.
Woohoo! 41. I should say 42.
Like it's never been there before.
Because no. What? I can't remember. I can't remember Las Vegas. What?
Nah, Los Angeles.
Yeah. MetLife.
MetLife.
That was a thing.
Yeah.
Las Vegas.
New Orleans.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, it's not there anymore.
New Orleans. New Orleans.
No, we'll not speak about the New Orleans one.
Las Vegas.
Hmm.
It's gonna be not a fun one.
Casino chips and playing cards.
Yeah, I reckon the stage will have like doors at the back that open like this.
Mhm.
I reckon people will be on the stage.
That's why it's called a stage.
And I reckon they'll have like LED TVs that come down from the ceiling as the superstars walk down the ramp.
Yeah, you getting a deja vu like me.
I am. I mean,
Like
it's
it's
oddly
already just
familiar.
happened.
Yeah. God, I reckon.
But to have it there again,
Again.
is well to have it there
Yeah.
is what I mean.
Bit boring.
Boring.
They've already been there. Why do they need to be there again?
Exactly.
Exactly.
You've got numerous places. London.
London. I mean, they've recently hosted a boxing match there.
Yeah, they have indeed, and also dusted a few cobwebs off the place
Yeah,
recently
yeah.
because they've got some silverware to put in that place.
Some. Try one. One
It's a start.
It's not even a Euro. It's not even a proper European Cup, is it?
But it's a silverware. You've got to be friendly and
Yeah.
kind for them, you know. They've done their best. They beat the Manx,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean,
Which
it's
is
pretty
not
easy. It's
hard
not that
this
hard
season,
to beat
but,
Manchester.
yeah.
I mean, anyway, world of wrestling. It's going to Las Vegas, which, to be honest, is a bit depressing because the crowd there weren't good. It was just an awful WrestleMania. It didn't have any big wow moments. Everyone thought The Rock was going to be there.
Which he didn't.
The Rock wasn't there. Instead, we got a rap star that likes to
Smoke the old herbal cigarettes.
the old woo,
That's it, yeah.
the Wagwan Mandem.
So, anyways, like you said, we've got some chatting to do.
This weekend's been a big one for wrestling
It has indeed, yes.
on both sides.
On both sides of the scales, yes.
Let's first talk about WWE. What have they done? Or what haven't they done?
Well, they've had an event on Saturday night.
Saturday.
I'd like to call it Saturday Night Takeaway, but that's a bit copyright. But it felt like Saturday Night Takeaway.
It was very
it was
boring.
Yeah.
Boring. That's all I can say for it, really. The matches didn't live up. I mean, come on, John Cena versus R-Truth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, there's not much to talk about.
I was hoping we were going to see the revival of Little Jimmy.
Little Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yep, he could have been there. I mean, he wasn't. But you know who was there instead?
We all know who was there, don't we?
Cody.
Little baby Cody.
Cody Crybaby was there. Yeah. And what did he say?
Let's have a match.
But where?
Money in the Bank.
Whoa, Cody Rhodes and John Cena Part 2.
2 title contenders, but a tag team.
I mean, it's just again, it's just a bit boring. I mean, I reckon they've done this tag team match to get the tag titles out the way. They've thought, oh, it's a bit hard building a big match this close to the event.
Like a sandwich filler.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's just filler because their main focus is going to be the 2 big ladder matches. And so they've added this match, and I just think, again, like all the other things, it's going to be boring.
It is boring, but on the full scale is, people are saying John Cena, oh, not good.
Yeah.
Heel, yeah?
Yeah.
But is he? In my eyes, people, commentators, they were saying, oh, that John Cena, he saved Jey Uso from losing the belt.
Mm-hmm.
Would that not have been in his favour if Logan Paul had won the belt? And maybe John Cena versus Logan Paul for the 2 belts, make them joined up again.
If John Cena wanted to ruin wrestling, that would be a route that we could go down, but of course he interrupted, and then Cody came out.
Which I can't understand, because John Cena stopped Logan Paul from actually winning the title, which it was close to.
Mm-hmm.
And then he teams up with John Cena.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, you just lost Logan Paul
the belt. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely more to come. But me sat there on Saturday, that's what I said. Because on Sunday night we had 2 events going on. One of them better than the other.
Yeah.
Well, we had Battleground. And we also had Double or Nothing. AEW's main show of the year was going head to head against NXT. Which, to be honest, I know you don't watch NXT.
I say I don't follow NXT. I don't follow.
Don't watch it.
The little.
You don't watch it.
Thing. No.
You
I can. Used to be able to name a couple of them, but no. Me personally, I'll stick to the main rosters like SmackDown and Raw.
NXT's great, mate.
AEW, on the other hand, I do follow.
Well, let's not get ahead of the game. I'm going to talk about NXT Battleground because that main event, it was juicy. It was good. We had Joe Hendry go up against Trick Williams for the TNA Heavyweight Championship of the world.
Yeah.
And guess who won?
Joe Hendry.
No.
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 Oh.
It was Trick.
Swerve. Sorry.
Swerve.
Well, they look to each other, don't they?
Yeah.
To me, I've always said it. Swerve Strickland, Trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
If they were tag team partners, they would be.
They were
like the Usos.
I believe they
partners
were
in crime and identical twins, long lost twins.
Yeah. Back when Swerve Strickland was in NXT, they did have a little thing together.
Honestly,
if my facts are correct, which they're probably not.
Yeah, we'll beg to differ on these some of these. Yeah.
I think Swerve was in NXT back in the day. But Trick won the TNA Championship, which was a swerve.
In the right direction.
It was a swerve.
It was a swerve.
It was a swerve.
Swerve. Oh, we getting somewhere. It was a swerve.
It was a swerve.
It was a swerve.
Get my joke.
Yeah.
Swerve.
He swerved into it.
Get my joke.
Yeah, that's.
Get my joke.
I'll get your joke.
Get my joke.
I'll get your joke.
It was a swerve.
A swerve, yeah. We're gonna go on all night for this, aren't we?
Whose house?
Yeah, Swerve's house.
Yeah.
Unless you're sharing it with Nana.
Oh no, what's your name? Oh no, what's your name? What's your name? What's your name? Oh no, what's your name? Anyway, what else have we got? What wrestling show was better of the weekend? NXT Battleground. You right there, mate? It wasn't boring. Come on, Battleground was not boring compared to Saturday Night Main Event. But was that better, or was Double or Nothing better?
I would say, not being biased, Double or Nothing, hands up, no problem. I mean, Battleground, I've seen more battles in Town Centre than on that, I'll tell you.
It is awful. I mean, not giving away where we live, but our Town Centre is...
Yeah.
Get stabbed just for saying hello to someone. But Double or Nothing was good. I'm surprised there wasn't any stabbings on Double or Nothing, because... Was there? Oh.
Well, John Moxley went for his dinner on Pops.
Yeah, on a face.
The old fork in the head.
And you could say, people, I've forgotten the name of the song. This is awful. Double or Nothing was good, wasn't it?
Double it was good, yeah. I mean, Anarchy in the Arena, like we said.
They played a song.
Moxley had.
They played a song.
Something to eat on Hobbs' head.
They played a song.
They played the most best soundtrack any wrestling match you could listen to during a wrestling match, which I think should be an ongoing thing.
Which I've honestly forgot the name of. What's the name?
Whose name?
The song's name.
It was just a variety of.
No, it was
songs.
one song.
Yeah,
I need to get it up because I can get it up. Stand figure.
Wow.
One, nothing wrong with me. Two, nothing wrong with me. Three, nothing's wrong with me. Four, nothing wrong with me.
Let the bodies in the.
Let the bodies hit the floor. And this is right. We'll go back to my joke because I never miss a joke. You could say at Double or Nothing, some bodies hit the floor.
Yeah, they certainly did hit the floor, especially from the crowd.
Swerve. He swerved off that fan entrance onto the floor.
Yeah, and he missed his house completely.
He missed his house.
And went straight into the ambulance.
Yeah. The founding fathers, they were there.
Yeah, they were.
Yep, dressed in their little navy blue things, whatever they're called.
Yep, them things, yeah.
Them things. Anyway, let's move on. I have a complaint.
What are you complaining about?
WWE have too many pay-per-views.
Well, they've got a couple, to say the least. I mean...
April, we had WrestleMania 41. That, as we've said already, was not the greatest.
It wasn't the worst.
It wasn't the worst.
There was a few good matches there, I mean...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, 3 weeks later, we had Backlash, which, the main event for Backlash, Randy Orton versus John Cena, didn't have the greatest build ever. And then we go on to Saturday Night Main Event, only a couple weeks after Backlash, which felt rushed.
Yep.
And then, a day after that, we had NXT Battleground, which really was only made to go up against Double or Nothing, and evidently lost.
Oh, that thing, hands up for that one. I mean, I would like to see the figures on that on AEW.
Yeah, I mean,
They must have been high. They must have been.
the crowd attendance on its own was incredible. I mean, looking around, I know you'll see them Twitter haters of AEW, which I can also go on and hate, but we don't have the time for that. But the Twitter will always say that AEW is the worst promotion. They don't have fans. Blah 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 blah. But Double or Nothing had loads of people in attendance, and that
Which it should.
when the rock song came, when the bodies hit the floor, let the bodies hit the floor, let the bodies hit the... When that song came on, it was incredible. The crowd, one, two, it was incredible. The fans were incredible.
Incredible.
But in a couple weeks' time, after Battleground, there is Worlds Collide on June 7th.
Which I'm pretty much looking forward to.
Yeah.
On one condition though. It should have been all luchas.
All luchas.
But we know, as anybody else would know,
We know.
we've got El Grande Americano's alter ego, as I would like to say. Mr. Chad Gable.
Well, really, you're saying they're the same person?
Who else has a tattoo and that's identical to him on the back?
They're best of friends. They can have matching tattoos if they like. They're the same person. But we have Chad Gable versus Vikingo, or the Kingo, which to me has came out of nowhere.
Exactly.
They've just thrown this match together. Where has the build been? Other than this past week in Raw when he kicked Chad Gable. But
And they're going to say, there's Worlds Collide.
Yep. At Worlds Collide, Vikingo go against Chad Gable for the championship, which hasn't been announced yet, but I'm sure will, because Vikingo has a match against what was Alberto Del Rio at one of AAA's shows. It's boring. But they basically leaked the finishing for that match. They leaked that Vikingo was going to get the championship, and now it's going to be Chad Gable versus Vikingo. Winner gets this championship in AAA. But I'm getting carried away because on that same exact day, June 7th, is Money in the Bank. Mitzvah.
Mitzvah.
I'm getting covered in... Mitzvah. Money in the Bank.
Yeah, mitzvah.
Which hasn't had a build for, I don't know, any matches other than this tag team match and the two ladder matches.
Qualifying matches.
They've been alright.
Excuse me.
You right there?
Yeah.
I mean, it's 6 o'clock, it's not that late. I mean...
Right in the morning. Yeah.
Money in the Bank, not the greatest.
Not the greatest. As you say, you've now got a sandwich filler in between matches, like John Cena, Cody Rhodes.
Yep.
And also, although I am interested to see how far they're going to take Alexa Bliss in this story.
She is in the ladder match. And she has connections.
Has won the Money in the Bank before.
She has, and she cashed it in on the same night that she won it to win the championship. Could that be a replay? Or could we have a certain group interrupt that match and possibly help her win?
Yes. But bear in mind, it is the women's match, so you would not get all of them.
No. Nikki Cross may come
Nikki
in.
Cross, yeah.
It should be.
That would frighten the life out of some of them.
It'll be very interesting indeed. But
and would that be the existence for Alexa Bliss to say, I am now the leader?
The leader. It could be. I mean, we did see her go with Bray Wyatt, but could she go with his brother now? June 28th.
Oh, we jumped it. June 28th. Oh, we got knock.
Right, I've put it down as knock.
We got knock. Knock in Saudi.
Knock.
In Saudi.
Knock in Saudi. Knock obviously being the Night of Champions.
Or the knockoff.
The Night of Champions.
Yep.
In, where is it? Riyadh!
Riyadh season.
And it's a part of
Riyadh season. Which starts when?
All year round.
But if it starts... when does it finish? When does Riyadh season finish? The finale?
Oh, the finale of Riyadh.
It's got to be the day before the Riyadh season starts up again.
Yeah, so it must be... You must have the closing of Riyadh season and then the opening straight after.
That's it.
Because it never stops.
Never stops.
Never stops. It's just one big circle of money-making tactics. It's all about the money.
It is, yes.
Because, who knows, WrestleMania 42 could be in Saudi.
Well, there is that.
They've already got Royal Rumble.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
Next on our calendar of events...
We got a Gab.
July 12th.
What a Gab is? A Gab. We've got a Gab.
Gab.
Give to the Gab.
Gab. What is Gab?
Great American Bash.
That's it. The Great American Bash. NXT. Now, this is interesting. They recently announced this week in wrestling, which is what we're going for here, which is probably the podcast name. Probably not, maybe. But the Great American Bash was released to be on the same day as what other AEW show?
Texas. All in.
All in. They are going all in Texas. But at the exact same time...
Now, all in Texas, AEW. Now, in future, past events, which all in has been done, Wembley, all in has been simultaneously straight after that. All in.
All out.
All out, sorry, yeah. Forgive me. All out. This year, all out is...
in September.
Further down the line.
Yep. Probably because they have actually thought there's not enough build, there's not enough time for matches to build. Other than WWE, who would say, it's a week afterwards, we don't care, we'll just chuck a random tag team match and then we'll be fine. But they haven't done this. They've actually thought about their pay-per-views this year and they've actually spaced them out. They're not looking for the money, they're looking for the quality of matches, and trust me, that Anarchy in the Arena match was amazing.
Awesome.
Next
Not
up,
only in the arena, but outside.
They went outside.
Proper, for me, proper old school wrestling.
EC-dub.
Yeah.
EC-dub.
You know, everywhere. When they mean everywhere, it is everywhere.
Everywhere. And they truly did let the bodies hit the floor.
They did, certainly did.
They let the bodies hit the floor. The bodies hit the floor.
And it's quite a fact of this, all in. I'm being told.
Yep, through your earpiece.
Not all in.
Yep, through your earpiece. I'm being told right now.
Double or Nothing.
Yes.
The wrestlers that took part in Anarchy in the Arena.
Yes.
Are actually all injured.
They are. Every single one of them.
Literally, they are all injured. I mean, I'm not surprised the way they put their bodies around. You know. Moxley having a bit of something to eat on Hobbs' head.
Yeah, we've already said that.
Yeah. It's just
Swerve
Swerve.
missing his house.
Yeah. Getting bundled into ambulances.
Yep.
Stretch has been involved in the stretcher match.
Yes.
Ricochet.
The stretcher match. Ricochet literally got carted off.
Yeah.
Was it Ricochet? Who won that match?
We're supposed to be fans of this. Ricochet and it was who was it?
Big fellow man.
Hey. Anyways, yes. But coincidence that the ambulance turned back up for Anarchy in the arena.
Exactly. So where's Ricochet gone? Where's he gone?
Backstage.
It's not real.
Oh.
It's all fake.
We can't say that, can we?
No, it's
people get injured like it's just been shown.
Yep, it's a storyline. Wrestling is not fake.
It was a brutal storyline.
It very much was.
It was a brutal storyline.
Right, shall we get back to July 12th?
Anyways, yes, July 12th,
On
all
the
in.
exact same day as Great American Bash, GAB, as I've put it, is SME. SNME.
Oh, we got that Saturday Night Takeaway again.
Saturday Night Main Event is back.
Yeah.
And it's probably going to be the exact same as the one this week. It's going to be a lackluster. It's going to be boring.
Yeah. And we move on to
July 13th. The
13th of July.
Day after. You see how packed in these premium live events are? They're literally one after
July
another.
the 13th, I accept that on WWE's event. It should be a good PLE.
Yep.
It's what they deserve.
They honestly deserve a premium live event that is just for them.
It's been a long time coming.
It has. They honestly deserve it.
After the last one, which
I mean, they had the Mae Young Classic in that last one.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that now? It's honestly gone. They've got rid of the Mae Young Classic, which is
another
thing the women don't have.
And hopefully the host could, and I should say could, but should be, the woman that actually made Evolution. And that
she evolved it.
She did, and that is
Stephanie McMahon.
Exactly.
I had to think about that one, but Stephanie McMahon should host it. I think
after she's done all her little other programs.
Yeah.
And snippets.
What? She's doing too many.
Talking to the
She was on a boat the other week with the Bloodline.
Yeah, exactly.
And then she was talking to Cody Rhodes about him not being in the company. But she's also spoke to her fellow husband, Mr. Paul Levesque. About certain things, certain WrestleManias and stuff like that. Yeah, I believe. I mean, she was involved in WrestleMania. She revealed the stage. She came out in her suit and she was like, "Welcome to WrestleMania."
That's it.
But she's been involved in a lot of storylines, and I wouldn't say storylines, but
quite a long way since she's
made her return
to WWE. I mean,
she had a little bit of a hiatus.
Her father introduced her to it, and as well as her brother. And
yes, her father has made a lot of mistakes,
but she's evolved around it.
Good one.
Get that?
And that's what the entire women's roster has done in this Triple H booking, where he doesn't... I'm gonna come out there and say it. He doesn't care about the women as much as the men.
No.
Just look at the Saturday Night Main Event. There was only one women's match on that card, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a rushed match. That came out of nowhere. And he doesn't really know how to book the women. So, they deserve Evolution as much as anyone does, because they deserve it.
They certainly do. Let me say on that note, Evolution, July 13th, from what things have been going on, and we've got a good couple of months before that, could we actually see
another episode of this podcast?
Yay! A tag team evolving
Evolve.
Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross.
And Nikki Cross, Alexa Bliss
Could
and
they
Nikki
actually
Cross.
be a team by then?
They could go up against another tag team, another women's tag team, which
Tag team champions.
they could, which are
Hmm?
which are
Which are... Who are they again?
the tag team champions.
Yeah.
They could, and we could see
You
as
know who
well.
the tag team champions are. You telling me you forgot?
The Judgment Day.
No!
The tag teams.
Watch me.
The Judgment Day.
Watch me.
Yeah, Liv.
Yeah. And Raquel Rodriguez.
That's it. Liv and Raquel.
That's it.
That's it. I got there in the end. Talking about the end.
It's been a long day.
Let's wrap up. This has been.
It's not that cold, but we will wrap up.
This has been a good episode.
It's been exciting. It's been weary. It's been, there's been some ups and downs and stuff in between because, like I say, everyone has to start somewhere. And it started here and hopefully it doesn't finish here.
Hey, at least we've made a plan.
A plan.
A plan.
A plan.
A plan.
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 And then on that note, yes, we will wrap it up.
That note.
God save the king. And
let the bodies hit the floor.
Hit the floor.
See you later, guys.
And let's just say, bring back Daniel Bryanson.
Brian Danielson.
Brian Danielson.
Daniel Bryanson.
Look, I'm getting old. He's getting young.
We're inclusive.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And on that note.
On that note.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo. Au revoir.
Let the bodies
hit the floor.
Hit the floor!